The first thing that I want to do, of course, I have to do whatever Pheu Thai promised on the launching policy and the campaigns. And the first thing that we have to help people on the economic problem. That's the first priority.
Do you think why you can get more than 250 reasons why?
I think people accept in terms of the policy. That's the most important, and the main important, or the people make decision is the policy and management teamwork. I think this is the key thing. Anyway, I have to wait for the final result first.
Do you think you'd be sitting there right now if your name was not Shinawatra?
I beg your pardon?
Do you think you would be sitting here right now as the leader of the winning party if your name was not Shinawatra?
I think the criteria that Thai people select, not only myself, will be my first will part of myself, and second is the Pheu Thai policy, and the third is on the management team. So I believe that people will see combined all together. And of course that the time passed by 40 days already, so people won't select me only my last name is Shinawatra. So I have to prove myself to the country.
The Thai Pathana on the same side. On the other side, we have the Democrats, the Phumjai Thai, and I believe Raksanti, if they are confirmed to have won one seat. Kun Purachai has confirmed that he will be in the opposition as opposed to joining the coalition government. So those are the three that we know for sure, and of course Kun Chuwit. So four different parties positively on the opposition side. Anything in between is still up in the air at this point, including Chat Pathana Pheu Pandin, who analysts say are leaning towards the Pheu Thai most likely. What is the cabinet looking at?
Well, I think if history serves as a guide, we will see another gallery of rocks for sure, based on history of Thai politics, Thai politics, and vested interest. So see people with shady character, people with unsavory background, and not smelling sweetly politically.
Yes.
It doesn't make any difference, but to see how large will the bites be this time, and that's what we want to see. And how soon will they come up with huge projects and for huge kickbacks?
I will have to beg to disagree with that one, because I think that the quality this time around should be better than the quality of Kun Abhisit's coalition.
We should have some pretty big names in the economic portfolio.
Simply because, I mean, the Abhisit just have to give away a lot, you see, just to ensure that there's enough support for his party. And that's why we have, you have people like, coming from some rural school, and coming to assume this all-important transport minister post. And that's nonsense from day one. I think that sort of nonsense will not be repeated this time.
So the cabinet should look better.
They have almost a free hand. They have give them the 10 bed cuts. They still have 250. And I mean that's why Kun Chumpon Silapa, the head of the South Africa, had to fly up to Hong Kong a few hours ago.
Does that mean
because they wanted to make sure they are part of he may have to, I mean, they can meet somewhere. It doesn't have to be Hong Kong. But the key is that he has gone off, to beg for please to take us in, So they don't have that much bargaining power this time around compared to the previous time. Yes. I think they have to give away all these grade A ministers posts, on the silver platter to all these Phumjai Thai and Thai Pathana. Otherwise, they won't come in. But this time, I think that more than a fair share of their own rocks. I think
so he's saying just for one party. Across the board.
Yeah, I'm just making a general, big picture assessment that I believe quality will be better than the types of Sopon Sabram. I'm sure that it's going to be better. Also because they have a big challenge, they have to overcome this shortcoming by Kun Abhisit's government for their failure to resolve the economy. So I think we can expect some strong hands assuming economic portfolios. That's a very pressing problem.
Pheu Thai's got a lot of big names on their economic team. Ron,
I was going to say, I think this discussion kind of demonstrates that there's a Thai desire for cabinet members to be actual specialist or knowledgeable in the cabinet they're holding. But the reality of the horse trading and the politicians, you get the strange no-names and relatives of other people in these positions, and I'm sure there'll still be some of that.
That will remain, of course, but we're talking about comparison as to compared to a previous government. What about the next administration? I hope it's going to be better. So I'm optimistic.
Okay, so we're going to see the current acting government in office until they convene for the next session of the House of Representatives, right? Is that my understanding?
You have to prepare for, I think, about 2 months or so, maximum maybe, because the first 30 days is to wait for the EC to certify official results. Yes. And assuming that things don't go wrong, that they certify 90 and up to 95% of the total number, that will make it, they have to certify at least 475 MPs before the next House can convene. And once the new House of Representatives convenes, then you give them another 30 days to select the first Prime Minister, the Prime Minister. So a maximum of 60 days from here. Okay. So by July, August, by September 1st, that's the deadline for Prime Minister appointment. Okay. But then, assuming that nothing goes seriously wrong from now.
Nothing goes seriously wrong. That's not a very optimistic view.
Unforeseen circumstances.
During the Thai politics, you have to be, to have contingency plans.
You are always optimistic.
Yeah, you're always a pessimist.
Yeah. We've had a lot of judgment days here. I saw judgment days in the opening, and we've had one judgment day after another. Yeah.
You're right. Aren't you kind of like tired?
It's not my country, but no, I love it.
Yeah. What, tomorrow, the market's open at 10 a.m.
See whether there'll be green or red, right?
I'm thinking green, no? It should be definitely green.
I'm bullish. I believe that the market will react positively. I think the Thai market, the Thai investors, they like things that are certain. They don't like things that are uncertain. If, there's a narrow gap between Pheu Thai and the Democrat, and if the picture is not clear that who is going to form the government next, then I think that there'll be sort of allowed.
And that's what everybody thought before.
Yeah, but this time I think that President came out to concede defeat. Congratulate Yinluck, and this a clear picture is emerging, at least for the short run. I think that the market would like that. So I believe market will react positively tomorrow.
Okay. The latest numbers coming out of the Election Commission at this point at approximately 86%. It's a bit sluggish towards the end as they complete the vote counting. As it stands right now, the Pheu Thai is at 258. The Democrats at 162, the Phumjai Thai at 35, Chat Thai Patana at 20, Chat Patana Pheu Pandin at 9, and Paw Chaw at 7. Palangchon. Okay, Palangchon is at 7. We did hear, of course, reports earlier on that Palangchon could be slated to join with the Pheu Thai as well. So the picture as we see it right now is very, very clear in terms of the opposition. The Democrats, the Phumjai Thai, Chuwit, and of course Raksanti, if they are indeed in the winning for one seat on the party list system. On the other side, of course, we see the winners of this election, Pheu Thai, coming in at a very, very clear margin in terms of setting up the government. Joining them, of course, is Chat Thai Patana, and also in the running, as reported by the Thai press, is Chat Patana Pheu Pandin and Palangchon. So with that, just before they have an overwhelming majority in Parliament to elect Kun Yinluck Shinawatra as the next Prime Minister of Thailand. She will become Thailand's 28th Prime Minister, the first female Prime Minister that this kingdom has seen, and of course, like I said earlier, the 68th female leader of a country worldwide. That's a very, 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 very high statistic there. Any parting words? Any parting words? Yeah, you know what? Let's leave it at that. Yes.
Artistic expression. application of creativity, visual imagination, cultural treasures, art the Siam. In an ever-changing world, we're surrounded by people